When we make the silent promise to a dog, we promise them a home forever. The catch is, their forever is a fraction of ours. Some give us a decade of muddy paw prints and happy greetings. Some stretch it to 15 years of loyalty. For the very lucky, it might even approach 20. But no matter the number of candles on their birthday cake, that last promise we must keep, the one of a peaceful goodbye, always arrives. And deep down, so many of us share the same unspoken fear. Will I understand what they're trying to tell me? Will I be able to read the signs when their fight is over and they are ready for peace? The age of losing a dog isn't just the quiet house or the leash hanging by the door. It's the self-doubt that asks, did I give them a good end? That is why today, we're going to talk about 10 whispers, 10 quiet ways your dog communicates that their journey is ending, so you can be the strength they need, just as they have always been for you. And I'll share stories of others who've made this final walk to show you that your love is a legacy and your grief is shared. So for now, pull your old companion a little closer. As we go through these signals, understand that each one is their language for saying, my time is short. Please just be with me. Let's begin with the first whisper you may notice. The first sign often appears in their steps, when their body can no longer keep the promises their spirit wants to make. The once joyful leap onto the couch becomes a long pause and a failed attempt. You might see a back leg tremble and give way on a routine walk, or hear the slide of their paws on the floor as they struggle for purchase. Some older dogs begin pacing aimlessly, as if they're searching for a comfortable spot that no longer exists. This isn't a moment of clumsiness, it's the quiet announcement that their body's engine is running low on fuel. Research confirms what we see with our own eyes. A senior dog's mobility can decline dramatically, their gait becoming a slow, careful shuffle. It's painful to witness this loss of freedom in a creature once defined by boundless motion. But our role isn't to mourn what's lost, but to support what remains. We can lay down runners that become highways of kindness, block off steep stairs, and offer a steady hand to help them up. Helping them stay steady is our final promise kept to provide the security and comfort they've always offered us. And while their body slows down, another change is happening within. The internal fire that kept them warm through cold nights begins to dim. As a dog's systems slow down, their ability to regulate body temperature weakens. You may find them shivering on a mild day or seeking out the coolest tile floor, panting, even when the room feels pleasant to you. The delicate hormonal balance that once managed their internal thermostat is now failing. A sunny spot they used to love might now feel too intense. A cool breeze might chill them to the bone. This constant search for comfort is a clear signal they need our help. They're telling you they can't find balance on their own. Instead of dismissing it as just getting old, let's become their personal climate control. Give them a soft blanket on a cool evening or a cooling mat in the summer. It's a simple, profound gift of comfort. And when their inner warmth struggles, you'll often see another change right beside it. Their food, once a source of pure joy, now sits untouched. When a dog who lived for mealtimes turns away from their favorite food, it's one of the most powerful messages they can send. They might approach the bowl, give it a hopeful sniff, and then walk away with a sigh. It's not always a lack of hunger. Sometimes it's because their teeth or gums hurt, or their sense of smell, which makes food so enticing, has begun to fade. You can try warming their meal to release the aroma, or offering something soft and gentle on their mouth. A touch of plain chicken broth can sometimes spark their interest for a moment. But it's vital to hear what veterinarians and hospice workers tell us. Near the end, the body is shutting down, and forcing food can cause more distress. A dog that refuses to eat is preparing itself. They are gently detaching. Your vet can advise on comfort, but in this moment, your compassion is more important than their calories. And when the food bowl is refused, the water bowl often is too. The next quiet whisper is a fading thirst that follows a fading appetite. You may realize the water in their bowl has been sitting at the same level for a day or more. A healthy dog's body sends clear signals for thirst, but as key organs like the kidneys age, that internal alarm can fall silent. The eager lapping after a short walk is replaced by disinterest. Without adequate hydration, their system becomes sluggish and toxins build up, hastening their fatigue. Some loving owners will offer ice chips to lick or add water to a soft bite of food to get a little moisture in. But like with eating, our goal should shift from enforcement to listening. If they can't or won't drink, they are telling you their body is finished with its work. A dry tongue or tacky gums are signs to discuss with your vet for palliative options. Their body is giving up its earthly needs, and you may see the evidence of this in their physical form. The solid, reassuring weight of your dog begins to vanish. Running your hand down their back and feeling the sharp line of their spine, where there once was sturdy muscle, is a moment that can stop your heart. This kind of weight loss, often rapid, is a sign that their body is no longer processing nutrients, no matter what they consume. Their muscles atrophy, their hips become prominent, and their frame seems to shrink. This isn't about what you're feeding them, it's that their digestive system and organs can no longer extract and use the nourishment. While some may try high-calorie supplements to slow the process, we must also be ready to accept what we can't change. The most loving act may be to stop fighting a battle their body has already conceded. Instead, focus on comfort. Keep them warm. Hold them when they feel fragile in your arms, and cherish their presence, which feels larger than ever, even as their body grows small. As their physical form lessens, their connection to the world around them does too. The next thing you might notice is that the spark that once defined them, the energy for life, has gone out. The sound of the treat bag opening, the jingle of your keys, their own name, all the sounds that once brought them running, now barely earn an ear twitch. They will sleep for hours on end, not the restful sleep of a tired puppy, but a deep, heavy lethargy. They may want to greet you at the door, but simply cannot muster the energy to lift their head. This profound stillness can be deeply unsettling. But this is not a choice, it is a necessity. Their body is conserving every last drop of energy for its most essential functions. Our job is to make their world smaller and safer. A comfortable orthopedic bed is a universe of comfort now. Gently help them change position to prevent pressure sores. Your quiet presence is their entertainment. A gentle stroke, a soft word, the simple comfort of knowing you are near. As their world shrinks to this quiet space, their body's most basic functions may also begin to falter. One of the most difficult signs for any loving owner to face is incontinence. A dog who spent their entire life being perfectly house-trained may start having accidents in their own bed. It's critical to understand this is not defiance or carelessness. It's the final betrayal of a body that can no longer obey the brain's commands. The muscles of the bladder and bowels have become too weak to hold on. Other times, they are simply too exhausted or in too much pain to get up and move. It is a messy and humbling stage, but our grace is paramount. In these moments, they feel confusion and maybe even shame. Absorbent puppy pads, soft washable bedding, and gentle cleaning with warm water become our tools of love. Speak to them with kindness, reassuring them that they are still our good boy, our good girl. When the body loses control in this way, it's often a sign that other systems are in a critical state, sometimes leading to tremors the body can't contain. Near the very end, some dogs experience seizures or uncontrollable shaking. This can be one of the most distressing things to witness. It may happen as their organ systems, like the liver or kidneys, fail and release toxins that affect the brain. Or it may be that the brain itself is losing its ability to regulate the body. A dog that was lying peacefully might suddenly begin to twitch or paddle their legs, with their eyes glazed over and their body rigid. It feels terrifyingly helpless to watch, but you are not helpless. Your job is to be their safe harbor in the storm. Dim the lights, speak in a low, soothing voice, and pat the area around them to prevent injury. Let them know you are there. Your vet may offer medications to help manage this, but we also must face a hard truth when their suffering becomes constant. The most loving act is to give them the gift of release. Choosing a peaceful end is an act of ultimate compassion, not of giving up. It is giving peace. And as these physical storms pass, one last change often becomes clear. Their very breath, the steady rhythm of their life, begins to sound different. As the end gets very close, the sound of your dog's breathing can change. It may become shallow and rapid, as if they are panting without any exertion. Or you might notice unnervingly long pauses between each breath, as if the body has to make a conscious decision to take the next one. This labored breathing is a sign that the heart and lungs are struggling to perform their most basic job. It's an unsettling sound to hear, each breath feeling precious and uncertain. Your calm presence is an anchor for them. Sit with them, lay a hand on their chest, and let your steady energy be a source of peace for them. If they appear distressed, your vet can provide options to ease their final hours. A little comfort can make an enormous difference. And as their physical signs accumulate, you may notice one last, deeply personal sign, a change in how they seek you out or push you away. The final, and perhaps most poignant sign, is not in their body, but in your bond. In their last days or hours, some dogs will instinctively seek solitude. They might try to hide in a closet or under a bush in the yard, a primal instinct to find a private place to pass away. Yet other dogs do the exact opposite. They become your shadow, needing constant physical contact, resting their head on your foot or trying to climb into your lap. They cannot bear to be apart from you. Both behaviors are two sides of the same coin, and both are saying, I am ready. My journey is over. Stay near. Sometimes this change is also part of cognitive decline, a kind of dog dementia where they may seem confused or lost. Don't be hurt if they seem distant. Their love for you is still there, just buried under a heavy fog. Be their constant, and when all these signs converge, they become more than a prelude to an ending. They are your guide to making that ending as beautiful as it can be. If you are watching this, you are someone who understands that a dog is not just an animal. They are a soulmate with fur, a four-legged family member who has shared your laughter and licked away your tears. Seeing them age is the unspoken price we pay for their incredible love. But knowing these signs transforms you from a worried observer into their final, loving guardian, allowing you to stay present until the very last moment. Perhaps your dog is young and their tail wags with endless energy. Cherish it. And if you are one of the many who have already walked this path of farewell, know that the ache you feel is a testament to the love you shared. You are not alone. Some say our dogs never truly leave us, that they live on in the quiet corners of our hearts. If this has helped you, please share the story of your friend in the comments. Tell us their name and what made them so unforgettable. In sharing our stories, we lighten each other's grief. And if you know someone facing this hard road, share this with them. No one should have to say their last goodbye all by themselves.